The great illusion of attraction is that it is something one must chase, as though love, desire, or longing were prizes to be won, rewards to be seized through effort and force. But the truth, the deeper truth, is far more paradoxical. What is chased often runs. What is held too tightly slips away. And yet, what remains just beyond reach, unclaimed, untamed, draws others in like a force of gravity. This is not manipulation, nor is it deception. It is simply the nature of human desire, and at the root of it lies a psychological weakness, one that women are bound to, not by their own failings, but by the very way the human mind is wired. And this weakness, it is the unrelenting hunger for uncertainty. You see, certainty is safe. It is predictable. It is warm, like a fire burning steadily in the hearth, always there, always reliable. And yet, strangely enough, it does not excite. It does not ignite longing, nor stir passion, nor create the kind of obsession that makes someone think of you when you are not there. It is uncertainty, mystery, unpredictability, the unknown, that makes the mind spiral, that makes the heart race, that keeps someone up at night wondering, what does he truly feel? Where does he stand? Can I have him, or is he slipping away? For this is the paradox of desire. People do not long for what they already have. They long for what they are unsure of, for what feels just within reach but not yet possessed. And women, whether they admit it or not, are no exception to this rule. Think of the stories that remain with you, the books you could not put down, the moments in life that have etched themselves into your memory. Were they the predictable ones? The ones where everything was clear from the start? Or were they the ones filled with tension, the ones where you did not know what would happen next, the ones where the outcome was uncertain? It is the same with attraction. A man who lays himself bare too soon, who spills every feeling, who gives without reserve, is like a book with no pages left to turn. He is understood too easily, and because of this, he is taken for granted. Not out of cruelty, but because the mind does not value what it already holds. But a man who is just out of reach, whose presence is felt but not always available, who reveals just enough to stir curiosity but never so much that he is fully known, he becomes an enigma. And the mind, unable to solve the puzzle, keeps returning to it. This is not about playing games or withholding affection. It is about understanding the rhythm of attraction itself. When something is predictable, it fades into the background. When something is uncertain, it remains at the forefront of thought. And so the question is not, how do I make a woman chase me? But rather, how do I become a man who is impossible to forget? The answer lies not in trying harder, not in proving worth through effort, not in seeking validation. The answer lies in being a man who is whole within himself, a man who does not seek but is sought, a man who does not chase but is followed. A woman will only chase what she fears losing, and a man who fears losing her has already placed himself beneath her. For attraction does not thrive in desperation, it thrives in mystery. The moment a man begins to live for validation, he has surrendered his power. He has placed his self-worth in the hands of another, hoping she will grant him the approval he does not give himself. But the truth is, no one values what is given freely. No one chases what is already caught. The mind is a curious thing. It does not desire love that is guaranteed. It desires love that feels just out of reach, that must be earned, that can be lost. The man who is chased is the man who remains just beyond certainty. A woman will analyze a man who does not reveal too much. She will wonder about the moments of silence. She will be drawn to the gaps in his story, the things left unsaid. Because those gaps must be filled, and her mind will fill them with intrigue. Now, this does not mean that one must be distant, cold, or indifferent. A man who is too distant is not mysterious. He is simply absent, and absence is forgettable. No, true mystery is not about being unavailable. It is about being present, but not completely known. A woman should feel your presence, but she should not feel your dependence. She should enjoy your company, but she should not feel entitled to it. She should know that you care, but she should also know that you are not fully hers. Because a man who belongs too easily is never truly valued. Think of the ocean. It is vast, untamed, full of depth. People stand on the shore, staring into its endless expanse, mesmerized by its beauty, its unpredictability. They do not try to own the ocean. They do not expect to control it. They simply admire it, drawn to its depth, wondering what lies beneath. This is the essence of true attraction. A man should be like the ocean, deep, untamed, full of unseen mysteries. He should give just enough to intrigue, but never so much that he is fully known. Because a woman does not chase a man she understands completely. She chases a man who keeps her guessing, who makes her feel something she cannot explain, who gives her moments of certainty, but never full possession. And the irony of it all. The man who embraces this truth does not need to make women chase him. They do so willingly. Not because he forces them to, not because he manipulates them, but because the nature of the human mind is to seek what it cannot fully grasp. So do not seek to be desired. Seek to be unforgettable. Seek to be the man who lingers in her thoughts, who remains a beautiful enigma, who makes her ask herself, "Why can't I stop thinking about him?" For when that question takes root, when it grows and spreads and refuses to be silenced, you will not need to chase. They will come to you, not because you ask them to, but because they cannot resist the mystery you have become. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.